Hi students, again this is Professor Laney and I'm here to introduce Unit 1. And as you can tell that I've put all the different modules for our class instruction here on Canvas. And our Unit 1 is going to be including chapters 1, 2, 3, and 4, just the way it's outlined in the book. Chapter 1 is thinking about exceptionalities. That's really getting our mindset into the world of what is exceptionality and who are exceptional people, and maybe it's not just other people, maybe it's a little bit of all of us. And again, I'm very passionate about neurodiversity and helping everybody have equal access to the same tools and resources in our life. It's just like a game board, and we have the same playing rules for every single person. So thinking about exceptionalities is a way to spark your thought. And we'll talk a little bit more about the first assignment and any biases that we may have around people with exceptional abilities. Chapter 2 is supporting all learners. So again, if we have the same playing rules of this game called life or school in general, how do we support all learners? I mean, even typically developed children need help sometimes. Even gifted kids need help sometimes, and not just the kids who are in a wheelchair, the kids who have a learning disability. Everyone needs help. So how do we support all learners? How do we create that playing game, that instructional book that's the same for everybody? And depending on where people are in that structure is how we know how much support to help that student with. And we'll learn a lot more about that in Chapter 2. And then Chapter 3 is cultural and linguistic diversity. Now, many of us are familiar with cultural and linguistic diversity, but this chapter has to do with CLD, is the acronym, cultural and linguistic diversity, and another disability, whether it is a physical disability like a person in a wheelchair, or a learning disability, or even an autism spectrum disorder, or a traumatic brain injury. We're going to look how culture and ethnicity come together and how that can work for us, and how it can create some other challenges, and how we can, as educators and parents and siblings and family members of people with exceptional needs, how we can all be aware of our cultural and linguistic biases and diversity, and how we can, again, make sure that we're supporting all learners and we are really aware of our biases. The last one in the unit is Chapter 4, Individual Educational Plans. That is otherwise known as the IEP. The IEP is kind of the blueprint for each student and on how they need supports to, again, be successful in the classroom. And again, it's not for supports at home or supports in the playground, it's supports in the classroom. So again, this first unit really helps outline the foundations of this entire course. Now, at the end of this unit, you will have an exam. Exam 1 is 50 points, and you'll be taking that at the end of Chapter 4. Please refer to your syllabus for all due dates and times, and remember there's no late work. So let's make sure that we're on top of it, keeping our calendar up to date and doing a little bit of work every single day for the class. And again, this is Professor Laney. I will see you in the virtual classroom.